Welcome back to your Algebra 1 Semester 1 final exam review. We're looking at problem 61 for this year, and it looks very similar to problem 60 if you've already taken a peek at that. But the idea is we have this friendly student, Julian, who's saving $10 per day until he gets all the way up to $80. So on the 8th day, he has $80. And then he starts to spend all of his money. And then by the 16th day, he's down to 0. So saves for 8, spends for 8, and that is his 16-day financial journey. The question, though, is which following function can be used to represent this situation? Well, if you look at the graph, we can tell it's that V-shaped graph, and that comes from a linear absolute value function, which means A and B are done right away, right? Because A and B have parentheses. That's not absolute value. These would both make just a line. It would make just one line, and that's that. It would not make that V-shaped graph. So now we're down to C and D. And for C and D, we notice that they both have absolute value. V-shaped graph looks good so far. They both have the same slope. Looks good so far. The only difference then is that H and K on the inside. And just to make sure we remember, that's M times X minus H plus K. HK is always like our vertex. It's our starting point of the graph. And our vertex here is at 8, 80. We went horizontally 8 and vertically up 80. So horizontal 8, vertically 80. Therefore, we, I think, are going to get the equation like D. Don't forget it's always the opposite of H, or that's what it looks like on the inside, because if I put H8 in here, it's X minus what we put in, and we should end up with